There's noise and shouting all over. I want to stop them, all of them, but I can't move. Stop! I scream. Silence. Nkosana slowly gets off Busani, who's crouched on the couch with his arms over his face. Lwandle moves away too. Kawe is still standing next to Nkosana. I think he doesn't want to leave his side until he's sure it's safe. They all return to their seats eventually. Lwandle is crying. We can do this another time. Ngoba. There won't be another time. When I walk out that door today, I'm never coming back. Busani. This child is beyond stubborn. At least let me explain what happened. Busani. Explain what, Zandile? You married your own mother. That stabs me right in the heart. I feel Nkosana's hand pressing mine down. I have to control my breathing. I pull my hand off his and stand up. I did. I killed her. I stuck an iron hanger in her neck and watched blood gushing out of her. I stood over her, watching and counting each breath she took until the last one. She never took her eyes off me, and I never took mine off hers, until the last bit of her disappeared. It felt peaceful. I felt free. It was all over at last. Zandile, Nkosana shouts and tries to pull me back to the couch. No, I say, pushing his hand off me. I walk to stand in front of them, very close to them. See, Busani, a person had to die that night. It was either you or my mother. I had to choose who lives between the two of you. I chose you, I say. Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who don't know me, my name is Busani-Dube. Welcome. I am a South African booktuber, and today we are reviewing Zandile The Resolute by Busani-Dube, and here it is. Guys, I love this book. I love the cover. I love the font. I love the layout. I love the colors. Ooh, this is such a nice book. So, as promised, I am doing a review on the Hlomu series. I did Hlomu the Wife, and now I am doing Zandile The Resolute, which is the second book of the Hlomu series. And so, yeah, I'm excited because I really loved reading this book. So, without wasting any time, let's get on to the review. I've got a confession to make. When I got Zandile The Resolute, I first learned the word resolute then. I know, guys, please don't judge me. Let me just give you a bit of a background so that you don't judge me any further. I went to public schools all my life, and I was taught Setswana as my first language. That's my home language. So, ke Motswana. I spoke Setswana. I still speak Setswana every day. That's like what I speak. That's what I live. So in our schools, English was the second language. And when we were in class, we were encouraged to speak English, but we used to shy away from speaking, mainly because we thought would be wrong. And when we attempted to speak, and we made a mistake, the kids would laugh at us. So I think that's part of the reason why we never really were enthusiastic or, volunteered to speak or read. We just got to class, let the teacher read unless we were forced to read. And then the teacher would basically teach English in our language. I think maybe as a strategy for them, for us to learn English. I don't know what their strategy was, but we're basically taught English in our language most of the time. But I think when I grew older, I was interested in reading books, and I was interested in writing and speaking English because, most of my friends, some of my friends spoke English at home who went to other schools, multiracial schools, that is. And I really wanted to speak English, just to fit in. So I would steal my aunt's meals and boons novels, and I would read them and fantasize about those guys. You know, I really loved those guys. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, I learned some of the words when I started reading books. And resolute is one of the words that I learned now in my adulthood. And so, yeah, your girl learned a new word. So, Zandile is a feisty person. She is very determined. She is a fighter, and you know, like, you won't bullshit her. She'll shut you down. So that's basically what I learned. Resolute is that, you know, a determined person, feisty, doesn't take no nonsense from anyone. So yeah, I learned a new word. So yeah, that's my confession. So about the book, Zandile. Woo, this book has a lot of drama. Yo. It's got a lot of drama, guys. Yo. One drama, there's a child born in prison. Another one, there's a child that speaks to ancestors. But let's talk about Zandile. Zandile is, I think, in her late 30s, early 40s. She's just being released from prison, and she goes back to her family, which is her husband, Nkosana. Nkosana is the eldest of the Zulu brothers. Nkosana is, if I were to describe Nkosana, if you watch Isibaya, Nkosana is like Duma. If you don't watch Isibaya and you want to know who Duma is, just Google Muzi Mtambela, and then boom, you'll see Nkosana. So yeah, every time I read about Nkosana in my mind, I thought about this guy. So Nkosana is Muzi, okay, Tutu. So anyways, Zandile met Nkosana when she was 14 and Nkosana was 17. They met and they were in love. So she was supposed to get married to someone else, but she didn't want to. She didn't love that guy, but you know, the family wanted her to marry that guy because that guy's family was rich. So I think this guy basically paid lobola and Zandile ran away. She ran away to Nkosana, who was in Joburg at the time. She went there. And so when she told Nkosana that she was pregnant, Nkosana wanted to do the right thing. So she had to go back home. Went back home to tell her mom that, you know, I'm pregnant and I don't love that other guy. I want to be with my Nkosana. And the mom was like, what? What? You won't see that. So Zandile was caught between fighting for her unborn child. So to protect her unborn child, Zandile was forced to kill her mother. So she killed her mother and she ran away. So I don't know how long the investigation took, but eventually she was found, and unfortunately she was going to get married to Nkosana, and that's when she was arrested. So she went to prison for 17 years, and oh, it was so nice that every month Nkosana used to go and see Zandile. So they've kept their love going for 17 years, and he never missed his visitation. So their love grew, and when she came back now, the problem was the kids. She has 2 kids with Nkosana. The kids didn't know that their mother was alive. They told the kids that I think she was dead, or there were 2 reasons: dead, or that she didn't want them. So maybe she didn't want them and then she died along the way. I don't know. But yeah, that's the reason. And so because she was coming back home, they were forced to tell the kids now that, your mother's alive and she's coming back. So Nkosana kept the relationship with Zandile, but they didn't tell the children. The children were like, no, you know what, you guys are bullshitting us. We don't want anything to do with you, basically. So these kids, because of that, they became rebellious. They didn't want a relationship with Zandile. And what killed Zandile the most is that these kids they love Shlomo so much. Like, Shlomo is their mother, and they call Shlomo mother, and they don't call her mother. They just call her Zandile. So it really broke her heart that, she wants to build a relationship with these kids, but, these kids are like, no, you're not our mother is Shlomo. So Zandile, she initially didn't like Shlomo for that. So now she had to work together with Shlomo to actually build a relationship with her children through Shlomo. Remember, Shlomo is like the queen mother of this family. She built this family. Zandile, when she left, the family they were struggling. And now when she came back, the family is well off. They're rich. They're famous. And so, reintegrating back to such a family, it's difficult. So yeah, she really had to work to build a relationship with her children, but she eventually did. Shame, the children welcomed her. They started building the relationship. Zandile had a father. The father died along the way. Zandile's father used to rape her. He first started raping her when she was 6. Guys, 6 years. Like, I know this is fiction, but I'm dying inside, like, how do these men rape children? I don't understand. How do these people, even women, how do these people rape children? And like, how do people rape Nje? Like, I get so angry. So Zandile's father raped her. He started raping her when she was 6. And the father, when on the day he raped her, the mother was in the house. And that's when the mother really hated Zandile. It was like, I don't know why she hated Zandile. She could have fought for Zandile. But this mother, I'm glad Zandile killed her actually. This mother made it seem like Zandile seduced this guy. Like, this guy is a rapist. He raped her mother and she conceived her, and now he raped her. I'm glad he died. And on that note, guys, if you read the book, please tell me who killed Zandile's father, because I don't know. But anyways, this is such a really nice book, okay? I don't want to say too much. I think I've said a lot. Zandile, she has a beautiful relationship with Nkosana, who, when she comes back, they immediately get married at home affairs. She didn't want a big wedding event initially, but throughout their relationship and the drama in their lives, she ended up saying, okay, no, I actually want a white wedding. She didn't want a white wedding because when she was supposed to get married to Nkosana with her white dress, that's when she was arrested. One thing I didn't like about the book is that Zandile has blackouts, and when she blackouts, things happen. Okay, things happen, people die. And so when you black out for 2 hours and your husband knows about it, your husband is this guy who cares so much about you, like, who loves you, who wouldn't even want anything to hurt you, okay? And he doesn't take this blackout serious. Like, I'm a bit confused about that, like, I feel like they should have done something with this thing, but they didn't. So that's one thing I really didn't like, because you have these blackouts and you don't take it seriously. Even Zandile, she doesn't go to the doctor or seek help for this thing, and it's becoming too much. So I don't understand that part, but yeah. So I will give this book a 4.5 because of that thing I didn't understand about blackouts. But I really, really I love this book. It's it's full of drama. You must get it and read it. If you have read it, please comment and tell me your experience about the book. Also like and subscribe so that you and I can talk about more books. The following book that I'm going to review is Naledi His Love. I'm so excited. I really love Naledi's introduction on Zandile The Resolute. That was really nice. So I'm looking forward to reading that and reviewing it. Mainly because Naledi ke Motswana and Linna ke Motswana. So, we have that relationship already, that bond. So, yeah, look out for that. So, tell me what you think, guys. So, yeah, bye.